Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Pale's Cherry Picked Games. It's where I go over replays and analyze games against the best players in the world. This video, we're going to be playing droppz. He's on Crew Esports. They're currently first seed in SAM, so they're headed to the major. And last major, they placed top 8, so I think this is one of the better rosters headed into the major. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's jump into that game. And yep. Yo, what is up? I am Power Rider. I'm looking like your favorite influencer. About to sell you a $3,000 course. $3,000 course. How to make the money the best way. Here's how it is. Alright. Just cut all this out. This is the worst. I just like this fit for some reason. I just threw it on in like 3 minutes. But anyway, speaking of fits, guys. Okay. Now look at that. What is that? I can't come up with what that is. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty good. He's hitting you with the... Okay, this isn't your regular Finnick, I guess. It's not just like a one-color Finnick. There's actually a decal on this. Yeah, I mean... I'm just being honest. It's just not good. Like, we all know where it's at. Anyway, alright. Let's watch this game. Get him with that good kickoff. Let me see this real quick. Yep, you see how I'm getting my whole car, like it's like this, right? And then I backflip because I'm getting my momentum. Actually, it's not even a backflip. It's more like a diagonal side flip, like a diagonal backflip. So it puts me out to the right, like right in front of the ball. That's huge. Lets me get possession of the ball. He hits it forward, but I know he doesn't have any boost, so I'm going to push this. I'm just trying to put a shot on net. Probably not the best play here. I could be... Let me see. I could have double jumped this, but this is droppz we're talking about here. This is a South American player. Just gonna be honest, it's just a known fact. These guys, in terms of like the aerial mechanics, the aerial defense, is just really, really good. So, you know, maybe not the play to just like double jump that and try to 50 that, and you'll see that later because when we try to do it, we get shut down pretty freaking hard. Anyway. So yeah, maybe this is the only play. I guess I could have tried to catch this, but I feel like the ball was already dropping before I could do it, so. Shooting. That is kind of perfect. Not really what I tried to do. Hit that. I think that's a great touch. However, he could have... No. Okay, because you see it from his end. Let's see this. Oh yeah, it's impossible for him to get... like cut that ball off before it hits the ground and like shoot it on my net just because of how I shot it or how I hit it so close to him. So not only hitting it to where it hits the wall here, right? Not only hitting it to where it hits the wall here and then comes out mid, but actually pushing it forward so that he has less time to react to it so that it can get to mid before it gets touched. How do I... Oh, here we go. Yeah, so then I bump him. That's just accidental. I can't get to this because droppz with these incredible recoveries. Look at that. That is... Oh, man. That's just huge. Oh, wow. I didn't even see this stuff, you know, whenever I was playing. That's wild. Oh, look at that. What a recovery. Yeah, that's nice. Then, of course, I think he's going to score here. Yep. And, I mean, there's really nothing I can do here, like... Besides not go for this. Yeah, just don't jump. That's gonna be your big thing, is just not jump on that. Yeah, and that's like a lack of trust on my end. I thought maybe he would miss, and I'm gonna learn as this game goes on. He don't do that very much. But I do like the angle that I took to like to turn, grab boost, and like actually be at ball. Whereas I think if I just drove at boost, I'd have to do a full 180 turn around, and I might not be able to do it quick enough. So yeah, here's the play. Okay, so I go up. I'm thinking if he's trying to beat me, I'm gonna double jump. I think I double jumped there. I might not have. And just dust him to it, and then it doesn't have to be on net because if I beat him to it, then I'm just gonna be able to come back out for the second touch to put it on net. But since he doesn't go, then it's just kind of slinged out for no reason. He hits it back. I know he can't really. Well, he shouldn't be able to. Okay, This is drops we're talking about. I'm serious. You're going to find out as this game progresses. Trust me. You're going to realize this guy can do some things that you would not expect. But you just hope that he isn't able to dribble it all the way from his back wall to yours. That would be really sad if he could. For me. Yeah, wait for that, right? Try to get a fast one on him, get a quick one on him. Couldn't. Because the first touch, I was trying to set up my own shot and then bang it. But he's already there. I like that I don't jump here. I kind of know that he's going to go, so I just let him do that whole thing. That's just a really bad touch. I wasn't trying to do that. And I've been rusty. I haven't been playing in the last, like, couple weeks, I'll be honest. I basically only hop on to play to get games to show you on YouTube, and I create TikToks and whatnot. So in terms of actually playing the game, I haven't been doing very much of that. But that's just an accidental touch from me. You see how the ball kind of gets behind me instead of in front of me? And so because it gets behind me, like it's right here, so I don't hit it up. I just kind of hit it like light, and it doesn't really go anywhere. And then he kind of cuts it off. Boom. Goal 2-0 down. 4 minutes though. Tons of time. I probably... Okay, so... Yeah, I could probably go grab this boost in front of me as well. Yeah. Go grab this one, maybe even this one. And then I'd have 36, and I could probably go for the ball if I wanted to. Yeah, I would just say that one that was right behind me, and then turn around and go for this if I wanted to go for this. Which I didn't, because we're talking about a really fast player, very mechanical player. Just let him do that. I kept thinking he's not gonna... Okay, so I think I beat him the game before this. I'm not positive. I want to say I beat him the game before this. We went back and forth. He got some games, I got some games. I think I beat him the game before, and I was talking about how if he leaves me space, I'm gonna win this game. And then this game, he just did not leave me any space. He was like pushing me super hard. And so that there, like right there, I was just like, I'm gonna flip it out because I thought like that guy was just on me. And he chases me a lot more this game than he did the game before. And yep. Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you exactly what I could have done to fix this with hindsight. Is maybe go right there. Like, so take this boost, actually go with him. Like, I'm going too fast, I'm going too ahead of the play. I actually could play with him. And then I'd be almost like behind him, basically. You know what I mean? But here, I've talked about this many times in other videos. The ball isn't going in yet. I mean, I think that touch right there is going to put it in. But currently, and it doesn't wind up ever going in without hitting the ground. It would have hit the ground or basically been right at ground level as it went in. So, like, all I needed to do, really, with hindsight, of course, is just wait. Let him do this flip. He's not going to touch the ball, really. And then I'm just going to take it out from under him and then score. But instead, I thought that that last touch was actually just going to send it up high again. So I tried to jump up for that high ball. And instead, he's going for the bump on me. I don't know if that's actually a plan to go for the bump on me. I am curious. No, it looks like it is because he turns his ball cam off. Watch. Yeah. Okay, so... Dang, yeah, that's all ball cam off? That's crazy. I cannot do anything without ball cam. Definitely not nothing like that. So that's pretty impressive. What a flip. I'm really thinking about like switching off me and just looking at him here for a second, because his movement is just incredibly fast, incredibly good. Like, look at that. Like, basically as he hits the ground, flipping again. And it's the type of flip like you would not expect to get speed, but it did. Like, dang. Too bad he didn't grab boost, but... And I probably grabbed that boost because of it, I'm gonna guess. Oh, no. He just drops it down. Takes that boost. Yeah, that's smart. Just wanted to say I offer coaching. You can hit me up on Discord and the link in the description. I also sell merch. I have my personal brand, which you'll see on the screen. And then I've also got something that's more Rocket League inspired. If you can hit that sub button or that like, you'll really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Thank you. And I would say I played that as good as I can, because I didn't know if he would grab that boost or not. And if he would have grabbed that boost, then he's probably going to try to go for a Doomsday Dish or like something off the wall. So I go up the wall to cover that. Should I get this ant off my mic? Okay. So I really wanted to double jump that, or sorry, one jump flip into that to get some power, but honestly, that double jump works really well to give me the time to like get boost and not let him be able to turn it right back on. Okay, so here's where the whole game is. Just gonna talk about it. This is a precursor to the entire game, how this goes. So droppz, really mechanical player, like he is got to be one of the best in the game. I would say top 10, top 15. So he goes flip reset, but then because he doesn't get it, I think, or even if he did, he was just too far off the ball. But obviously the ball's not going in the net from this angle, so all I have to do is just wait until basically the ball's right at me, backflip, and then just score it. I mean, it's not flashy, but you're looking for these moments where the ball's not going in the net, and it's also going to drop and basically hit you on its way into the net, if it was going in the net. This is the perfect opportunity where even if it was on the net, because it's dropping down so fast, like I can just sit at the ground and then it'll eventually hit me. And then if I have to go for a 50, it's hopefully going to work out for me because he's up top, he doesn't have a flip, and I actually do have a flip because I'm on the ground. And trust me, you're going to be seeing that a lot more this game. This might really be the longest like replay review I've ever done. I might have to cut it up a little more, maybe. Yeah, cut it up. So he takes that, he grabs boost. And it's another one where it's like, okay, don't get me wrong, bro. He is automatic. Look at him. He would have got, you know, that touch on the net, but instead I decide, you know what, I got to start going. So you see, he kind of generated some space. I saw that space in between ball, and I just hoped I could get up quick enough. If he would have hit it high, okay, so here's the thing, right? If he hits it high, so let's say he gets this, right? So if he goes again, and he hits it high, it's probably going too high. So it'll go backboard, and then it'll go past him because he probably won't get the height. So it'll go above him and above the net. So that's what I'm counting for. So I want to just cover about where it's at right now and then a little bit under. And that's what I think I do a really good job of, is like just covering basically that level of where he's at right there. Because anything higher, like, oh, watch this. I'm pretty sure. Again, I could be wrong, and that's gonna make me look like an idiot. Yeah, if he would have hit this high, right? If he would have hit this high, like say the back of his car or something, yeah, it goes too high, and then it goes over him, and then it's just a free net for me. So you see, like, why he shoots it the way he does, because if he hits it high, then it's gonna be too high. So I cover that. I know where he's hitting it. I know where he kind of has to hit it. He's kind of pigeonholed into a touch like that, and then I cover it. Okay, so this is one of those interesting ones where it's like, okay, technically, I could have went 3 times, 3 different occasions. So like right here, I could have probably went. Could have probably jumped right there. And most likely scenario here is that he's trying to go for the flip reset because he's been so automatic with him. That he'll go for it and then I'll just dunk him over top. Or I guess he could fake, but I'm probably just going for ball here and just hoping that he doesn't flick it over me too quick if I was just going to jump there. But I don't. I wait. I think he had a flip reset. Apparently he didn't because he didn't use it, but it looked like he did. Great play there. Just kind of cut him off. He still gets back to it, which is kind of wild. I grabbed that ball. I really just needed to... Yeah, I don't know what you do there. It's just too quick of a rotation here, so... I grabbed that boost. It sucks because you got all the boost and you're ahead of him. You feel like you should be able to get him. And I tried to almost like cut him off, but he jumped and it like went through my car. I'm pretty sure that jump went through my car. Like, check this out. Yeah, you see that? Like, technically, of course, when I do this cut thing, I should be hitting his car down, or because he's jumped up a little bit, I should be like literally like making him stop, and it's like, no, like that doesn't do anything to him. That's a little questionable. You know, that's gonna happen. That happens in every single game for me or against me. I feel like usually against me, just because Merc's hitbox is a little more inconsistent than an Octane hitbox with what it registers as a touch and what doesn't, especially against people, especially what registers as a touch against you and what registers as a touch against someone else. On their car. Yeah, there's really not anything I can do there. I mean, that's it. Like, I feel like, you know, leave your comments if you think there's better play than that. I don't think there really is, unless I could demo them. Hold on. Yeah, I even tried there, and it's just like I just didn't line up perfect. Like, let me see this. I don't know. And I'm not supersonic anyway, apparently, so yeah. I've got more boost than him, I know that, yeah. So, hoping that I can get that demo there. Don't get it. Flick it away. Kind of a panic touch, but also to keep it over to him because we've seen how much he tries to go for like air dribbles from across the map. So low-key, I kind of give him plays like this because, you know, he's been going for so much stuff. I'm kind of down with it. Don't give him any space. Once it kind of looks weird, like he isn't going to immediately touch it. That's just like a questionable touch from him. I need to see how this works. Yeah, no, he just tried to rip one, dude, and I kind of respect it, you know? I respect this. However, here's the only issue, right? Here's my only issue with this stuff. Is if you're gonna shoot this shot, first of all, it should have been a little later. So like, okay. See how fast he jumps up for this? There's actually a detriment with a play like this because it's so much harder to get it to the left side, because really where you need to shoot this, like if you want the maximum, you really want to be able to shoot this, number one, with power, but number two, you want to be able to shoot this as far left, as far left as possible, because I'm going to the right. And because of how like soon he jumps up for this, it's like he doesn't give himself that potential to shoot it as far left as he could. I understand though, he's trying to get the quickest play he could. I think, okay, here's where I think he went wrong, is going upside down there. I think that's just kind of useless. Like, because I guess height doesn't really come into factor here with this kind of play. It's like, it's nice to have it, but really you're just trying to riff one. So I think like actually how he is right now before he starts rotating is probably the best way to do it, because you're going to hit it with like the left side of his car. So like left corner. So like he jumps up, I would say left corner, have your car a little bit more straight, left corner, flip it left, like bottom left or top left, whatever. And also I think like him trying to scoop it up with this to get that height is way worse than like just actually shooting it. I think you would get some height just off of being underneath the ball here in this scenario. But yeah, so not that great of a touch. And then I bang one because it dropped on the ground. Like see how it like hit the ground, so I'm waiting for it to hit the ground, because that's, you definitely don't want that. You absolutely at no point want the ball to be hitting the ground with your opponent like in front of it, so that he can have something, because usually they're going to wind up going for an air dribble or something with it. But then sometimes they can do this, just like a bang, and then setting yourself up for another bang, which is super fast. And you see how I did this, right? So you see how it's pretty much the same play. It's pretty much the exact same play I was talking about with him. Is like, that's what he should have went for, is what I just did. Because upside down, I mean, it's like you're just putting too much unnecessary stress versus like, yeah, you know, tilting the car, right? It's like it's so much easier, and it gets so much power. So yeah. That's a great kickoff. Just a really good recovery from him, but also there's a lot of hand motions here that we got to be following. So if my car is like this, I need to be going like that almost, yeah, right? And then I can get in front of it and then probably like rip a better shot on, and maybe it'll be fast enough to where even if he does that flip, it's not enough. Right here, I like that I bumped him after the touch. Keeps a little more pressure on him than just like the 50. Going for this. Really close. Good. Great 50 for me. Don't get me wrong, right? This can go really bad. This kind of play, like giving him this much space, can go really bad. And we've seen like he already done like a double flip reset, and then the third one was like a bump on me. So like he's got the mechanics to do something like this. This is one of those where I have to say it. We're talking about an elite level of gameplay, one of the best players in the world, okay? Like in terms of pro play and everything. But I'm still willing to give people this kind of situation because it just doesn't... The likelihood of this going top right or top left of my net to where it's like unsavable is just so unlikely. I mean, it doesn't matter who it is. It's if they're not on, they're not on, or if they're on, they're on. But it's usually like what, 25% or less even at the highest level. So willing to take those odds. And then of course, it doesn't go in net. I kind of read that it doesn't go in net, and so I'm just like waiting for the bounce. I know he's gonna go for the bounce, so just get that 50. I do that. Now I definitely need that boost, so I'm flipping towards boost. Get the demo too. That was huge, and I was actually trying for that demo. Like I was actually trying to get the demo there while touching the ball, so that works out really well. 4-3. Pretty good for us right now. You let him do that, which is like, that's a great setup for more. That is a great setup for more. So I tried to push him. I'm too far away. I can tell now. I'm way too far away. So I really just needed to wait and see what he was going to do with that flip. Just kind of went too fast. I should have, if I'm going to jump, it should have been right here. Like sooner. But I jumped like too late. And at this point, I should just be waiting. Yeah, in the middle of two good decisions. Either jumping earlier or like just waiting the whole way. Again, he's automatic with those flip resets, and that's something you start to realize, like, especially as you're playing a player throughout the day, because we were playing a couple times. Start to realize, like, when someone is automatic. This is just, I mean, look, this is just one of those moments where it's like, I actually make the right play, and I just wait the entire time. Because I know, like, if he wants to hit it up, which is where his car is pointed at, watch. His car's pointed at... See, like, he's actually looking... It almost looks like he's going to either 50 or push it even further up. So it's like, if he's going to push it all the way up, I'd love him to do that, because it's probably not going to go in the net if he pushes this forward and up. So then he starts to drop it down, because he was going for the 50, but he couldn't keep up with it. And then, like, it's just kind of open right there. So then I just, like, boom, bump it. Couldn't get back quick enough, and then a well-placed shot. And that's what it's going to be. That's going to be a difference maker in this game, is, like, when I have that moment, which I didn't get that many, but when I did, when I get these moments of the open net, some open space, I'm always cranking them really fast and really on net, right? There's some games where I don't do that. You may think it's a really easy thing, but then there's some games where you just don't. He goes up here. And again, this is one of those where it's like, bro, I'll tell you right now, if he flips this, if he front flips here, he could probably get this top left corner and it might go in. But so far from what we've seen, I'm willing to roll those dice. Even though he's done 2, maybe 3 plays out of these 4 goals. But I'm ahead right now, and it's by taking these 50-50 opportunities. This is truly a 50-50 opportunity. He either misses, or and I can try to score it, or he's going to hit it, and then there's a likelihood that, there's a very strong likelihood that he's going to score it. So, just 50-50. And... because I'm up, I'm willing to take those. That's unfortunate. I tried to do pretty much the exact same play as before, which is like get some space and then jump up and shoot. He gets to do it a little quicker. Right here, okay, I've talked about it. I've had to literally think in my mind, what is the only play here? The only play here. I thought there was only one. I thought there was only one play when I first watched this, and I said it's a squishy save. That's the only play that works here. But actually, if you notice, there is another play here, guys. I'll give you about 2 seconds. What's the other play? If you said backboard up top because the ball is going high, then you'd be right. Because I could have actually I could have turned a little bit, went up the wall, and then actually come down on the ball, because you see how low he is? It's like I could actually go up and try to jump, even if it's right here. Even if I'm right here, like I'm not all the way up, but like I'm sitting like about here, I could jump, use my boost, because what I had, 100 boost. I had tons of boost. Got to use that boost in this kind of situation. Just like actually just go up and start boosting up, trying to get up as high as I can, as quick as I can. And so yeah, either a squishy save or like going up that back wall. And then covering like the top and then hitting it down, basically, or hitting it towards his net, you know, not mine. I'd like to not own goal. That would be nice. So in here, pressuring him super hard. Because I've got tons of boost and I'm already supersonic, so I might as well. Maybe he'll mess up. Bro. Very scary stuff. That's a great... That's such a good, like, flip reset, too. Look at that flip. Dang, bro. Can't even imagine doing this right now. What a flip. What a flip to, like, stall himself. Because now he's in such a way better position to flip reset. I'm going to tell you, I think his only issue here is that he did that. The way he flip reset instead of just, like, having the front of his car aimed at net. Again, hey, I'm not an expert about this. I don't freaking know, dude. Okay. I will be honest. When it comes to mechanical flip reset plays, I'm... This guy will probably tell you, oh no, that was the only play because a front flip, I wouldn't be able to catch back up. Dude, I don't freaking know. All right, I'll be quite honest with you. All right, but I think if I was talking about it here, I would put that front of his car. I would do the upside down. I'd try to get the flip reset. But actually, I would be putting the front of his car towards my goal, just a standard flip reset. And then you should be able to keep up with it, which means you can actually fake or even just... hit to like the right or left side, because here you're obligating yourself to go left with it at this point. Like you've pigeonholed yourself to shoot it left. Like you can't hit this right. You can't hit this to the right a minute. You gotta hit it to the left. Whereas again, if he goes up with the front of his car like this, right, instead of like this or like this, then it's like he can actually choose to go left or right. But it's like, yeah, the way he's got his car positioned, it's got to be left. I block it. Grab this boost. He's now in a very interesting spot right now. He's got a ton of boost, though, to work with. I didn't realize how much boost that guy had. Didn't really use much for that play. Because of that flip saved him from using a lot of boost. So, okay. We're going to talk about this for probably a minute, maybe, but we'll see this play. So, watch this. So, I'm actually, here I am. I'm looking for the angle to shoot this. I'm trying to find out a way I can rip this shot. I'll be quite honest with you. I'm like literally sitting here like, can I rip that? Can I rip this? I want to rip that. I can't. Yeah, I couldn't do it. And so like, I'm out of options at this point. I know I'm out of options. So the play is dead. All right. At this point, the play is dead. The only option I had was the only option for instant offense was to just shoot it, and I couldn't find the angle. So now officially the play's dead. Okay. And in my mind, the play's dead. The only way to get myself out of a dead play, especially with my boost count, is to just not flip. Drive at the ball, maybe get to 50, but really you're not looking to flip. You're not looking to jump. You're just looking to stay on the ground. So here, boom, stay on the ground. He shows the 50 with me. I actually pick up that little boost to give me about 36. Use literally all of it pretty much for this play. So it's very good that I grabbed that boost right there. I was able to grab that, cut back around, shoot that ball. I mean, that's big. And that's, I think, if you want to talk about it from a mechanical player's perspective, when it comes to Rocket League, you do always have to be looking for when the play is dead, and sometimes give up on it. And when I say give up on it, I don't mean leave. I just mean do less when you're, like, for whatever play you're doing, do less. Less car movement, whatever. Because sometimes you just got to realize, like, okay, the plan here, it's falling apart. I don't want to overcompensate or overcommit, and just start finding a way to get back. And some people don't know, they're just trying to full commit to their plays, and then they don't understand why they're getting overcommit going on, or like why they can't score. It's like, okay, you're just taking bad options, and you're trying to force bad options. But that's what I was just kind of gave up, but did the least I could basically, and it still worked out. That's what you're looking to do. The most I could do with limited circumstances, I guess is what I should say. This is just unfortunate. I mean, we can talk about this kickoff a little bit. What? You see what I'm saying? Okay, someone explain to me how this goes down. I mean, serious. Someone watch this play and tell me. I don't ever want to catch this. Bro, if we switch to Unreal Engine 5, whoo, I don't ever want to see this on my freaking screen. Like, I'm actually like, okay, I think I know what happened. I'm relatively sure I know what happened. He got it to the left. I tried to flip it right, couldn't get it right, so it went left. But like, just the thing looks terrible, and I'm not sure if that's because he's on 150 ping. Are they actually boot camping, bro? I haven't even checked that. Hold on, how do I check? Oh dang! Wait, I was playing him on big boy ping. Dang, I didn't even know that. Hey, found that out. Dang, really? Yeah, they're boot camping. That makes so much sense now. Yeah, they're boot camping for major. Yeah, because I was like, dang, on 150 ping, I guess it makes sense why my car lags up like that. But no, there's no reason. Anyway, it's whatever. Now it's really cool that I was winning. I think I won almost the. I want to say either we went even or I might have won one more. I'm not sure. I might have went 2-1. I don't know. 2-1 or 1-2. Maybe we were 1-1. Anyway, okay, so here, Pale Reddish on the flip reset. Look at that, I even kind of waited. Like, this is actually kind of a smart play. I get the flip reset, and then I could have just like faked it, but instead I actually flipped to try to get it like as low to the ground as possible, and it almost worked, bro. I mean, it very close to working. Yeah, because he pre-jumped thinking I was gonna pop it up high, and then I kind of went low with it. That almost worked anyway. And then of course this right here, I'll be completely honest with you, I lucked out. You know, I hate to say it, but I got lucky. Okay, that's how it goes. But also, hey, at the same time, you got to be able to shoot this shot right here with very limited boost as fast as I did, and that's kind of difficult, but I get it done. So then here, great kickoff. I already know. I remember this kickoff. Yeah, dude. It doesn't get better than that. It literally don't get better than that. Like, I jumped once, and then the 50 dropped my car down to the ground so that I could get down to the ground quicker. That is just huge. Anyway, so then I didn't even really have to commit, and I still got 22 boost. I got more boost than him. Not now, but, you know, at the moment of the kickoff. And so now I'm just, like, getting that. I stay right here. That's just great for me as well. He hits it. Yep, and then the game over. So, what's the takeaway? What is the takeaway here? I'm gonna be honest. Usually I have this, like, big idea of what the takeaways are. Alright, I've got my cop-out answer. This one's not great, but, because I think there was just a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm gonna say it comes down to, even if you're playing one of the best players in the world, most mechanical, let's say most mechanical players in the world, dude, that's a fact, come on now, on the circumstances, you can kind of let them, you know, you can kind of play it out on most of their plays, because think about it, on the ones where I actually pushed it, where I actually pushed the play, only one of them worked. Like, I only pushed the play a handful of times, probably about 50% or less. I actually pushed the play. I would say about 30% of his plays, I actually pushed them. And really only one of those, like, four times that I pushed it actually even worked. So really, I could have actually probably didn't challenge any, and I could have been in a better situation than now. So I think it's just, yeah, I think it's a takeaway of waiting for people to make mistakes and having a really good overcommit shot package, whatever you want to call it, in your arsenal. So yeah, kind of cop-out answer, but anyway, hope you enjoyed. This one was a really long one, I'm sure. Yeah, 36 minutes. Wow. Two-parter out here. Anyway, if you watch this long, bro, I appreciate you. Anyway, peace.